Everyone, it's Kevin in H-Town checking in with you on this wonderful spring day. So the week of April 19th was pretty eventful in the Salem Days of Our Lives universe. We opened the week discovering that none other than Crazy Jan Spears is the person responsible for murdering Charlie, which sets off a hell of a storyline because we know that Belle is going to be framed for doing this. And most likely this is going to set up some sort of trial or at the very least investigation during the month of May, sweeps month. So expect that to be the 1A storyline that's going to continue for several weeks. I think probably, though, the better storyline of the two main eventers, which is probably considered the 1B right now, but I think is better, is the Gwen, Abby, Chad triangle. This week, Gwen reveals she is indeed preggo with Chad's baby, and we see the beginnings of a serious mental breakdown from Abigail. And it looks like the coming week, the week of the 26th, is going to feature very, very big revelations on that front. So the 1A, the 1B storylines, quite good, ratcheting up the tension, the drama at just the right moment, just in time for May sweeps. Now, some other good storylines include the Kristen, Brady, Chloe triangle, in which Kristen is growing more and more desperate to keep Brady and Chloe away from one another. And she is growing a little bit more crazed and taking bigger and bigger risks as each week rolls by. Of course, the week of the 19th ended with quite the to-do. Kristen is discovered by Kate and, seeing no other way to protect her secret, decides to bludgeon Kate upside the head, knocking her unconscious, perhaps even killing her. A very nice cliffhanger, a very nice setup for the week of the 26th. Probably one of the most underrated storylines, though, and an excellent, excellent recovery storyline, is that of Xander and Chanel. And this particular story has its foundations on the acting ability of Paul Telfer. This guy can literally do it all. I've seen for the past several months the range and the depth that this actor has, where he can portray the villain, he can portray the good guy, the repentant criminal, the victim of romantic hijinks, and now we're seeing Paul Telfer's comedic skills come to the forefront. The storyline with Xander and Chanel essentially trying to rip off Chanel's mother for $10 million. Quite good and quite humorous. And all the actors involved in this story are doing a wonderful job. I was a little concerned after the extremely abrupt departure of Sarah that the character of Xander would have nowhere to go, but obviously that's not true. Due to the talents of Telfer, we have lots of places to go, and this particular story with Xander and Chanel providing some much-needed comic relief for Days of Our Lives. There's a lot of anxious moments and stories that would produce anxiety in the audience. And so splicing in this particular story of Chanel and Xander really it provides a nice break for that tension. So overall, the week of the 19th, I would score as a B+ for Days of Our Lives. They're keeping the major storylines moving forward. The Kristen breaking out of prison storyline appears to finally be heading to a conclusion, which is much, much needed. And we see the emergence of some comedy gold from Xander and Chanel, along with the new character Paulina. So a B+ week for Days of Our Lives for the week of April 19th. setting up what could be a very good week of April 26th. This is Kevin in H-Town wishing you well, saying God bless you whenever and wherever you may be. I'll talk to you later. Bye.